a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare video here today. This was Hardcore Team Deathmatch on Instinct. I usually don't play Hardcore, but I played Hardcore this time because I was using the new AE4 Direct Energy Assault Rifle that just came out for PlayStation members. The Season Pass for PlayStation holders. Xbox got this gun like last month, I think December 11th. We just got it on the 13th. But I decided instead of pushing out a video the day it came out, I would wait until Friday until I knew what the gun really felt like to use. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't really like the iron sights the gun comes with, so I put a red dot sight on it. The gun can only shoot 16 energy rounds before you have to reload with the weapon, and it's really inefficient because some of my kills take 16 bullets, so I overheat before I can even kill the person. But if you throw on the heat sink, that adds another 5 shots to it, so then you get 21 shots before it overheats. Some things that I didn't like about this weapon is it has a rather low damage. It does, from what I've read, it has the highest out of all assault rifles. It's damage per over range. So at a farther range the damage drops, but with this gun it keeps most of its damage. Another bad thing is since it's one of the energy weapons, you can't shoot through walls with the gun, which is really annoying if you have a good kill lined up and they run behind a small metal barrier or something. I'll pull up the class for this right here. I've been using just the AE4. No, I'm not using the Widowmaker. I have the royalty camo on it because it just comes with the royalty. That looks nice. I'm using the foregrip, the red dot sight, because the iron sights it comes with, I've read that they actually aren't lined up right, so they're really annoying to use. And the heat sink, so it doesn't overheat so quickly. I'm using low profile, so the enemy UAVs of course can't catch on to me. Blind eye, because I just prestige and I have no other perks to use. I've been using blast suppressor. Usually I would use scavenger because I have that prestige unlocked, but with the direct energy weapon having limited ammo, you really don't need it. I'm also using the exostim ability and a frag grenade. And that's what I've been running for this gun. I mean, I'm sure there's other class setups that work better than what I've been using, but that's what I've been experimenting with, and I've kind of tweaked it here and there. I like using flash suppressor because sometimes I'll play search and destroy or something, and it really helps because you can actually use the XC without the enemy knowing where you are. As for kill streaks, I'm using the UAV with paint and extra time, both threat detection. The sentry gun with a 360 turret head and sentry, and then the missile strike with 2 extra missiles. I really feel like those are the only kill streaks worth using. Besides, everyone's going to use a paladin or warbird, but they take a lot of kills to get, and oftentimes you can't get them. And when you throw all of the good upgrades on them, it's just so hard to get them. And next I'll throw up some stats of the AE4. You see it has a damage of 9, an accuracy of 9, a fire rate of 11, which is a really low fire rate. That's about 500 bullets. It's 500 rounds a minute, which is one of the slowest for all assault rifle. It has a very low fire time. Its range is 8, so it doesn't have a great range, but at least over that range it keeps all its damage next to all of it. Has a good handling with 13, and the mobility is 10, which isn't that bad. And here is the counterpart that you get when you download the DLC. You get the AE4 and the AE4 Widowmaker. The Widowmaker is 9 damage, has an increased accuracy to make it 10, a decreased accuracy to make it 10 fire rate, decreased fire rate to make it 10, a range of 8, a handling of 13, and a mobility of 10. Now when you go to the Widowmaker, instead of the 16 rounds a minute, 16 rounds you have for the AE4 before it runs out of the 3-volt battery and you have to replace it, the Widowmaker only has 14 shots, and with the heatsink that goes up to 19 shots. So I'm not using that because I really don't care about the 1 accuracy, but those 2 less shots could really make a difference in a gunfight. As I said, the gun overheats very quickly, which really tends to get on my nerves. I really feel like the gun's kind of hard to use. In the regular game mode, it takes 3 to 4 shots, usually 4 to kill somebody, but in hardcore, it's a one-shot kill weapon, so that's why I went to hardcore, because you can easily pick up the kills with people, and it's just I accidentally shot my teammate. I told him off, sorry. But, you know, you just gotta get the one shot on them. It's kind of like the MK14 in hardcore. Like, everyone that uses the MK14 just is able to one-shot everybody, so it's annoying when people use it, but, you know, you just gotta deal with it. If you're going to use the AE4 yourself, I would recommend putting on a different iron sight, like not iron sight, but a precision sight, because the aim sight's messed up. If you're playing on Xbox 360 on PS3 for some reason, on those game modes, the iron sights aren't messed up. What I mean by this is when you aim down the sight with the iron sight, there's like a little metal piece that sticks up where you would normally look, but then there's two horizontal lines, which is where the gun actually shoots. And on the next-gen consoles, that horizontal line is above the little stick. So you really got to look between the lines and not on the sight that you would be looking at. But as you can probably just see it with him, see how the line's above the little stick that I was talking about. And then on the previous gen console, like the 360 and the PS3, for some reason that line is correct, so that's just, I don't know why that happened. I mean, I'm sure they're going to push out a patch to fix that. But this gun, also, you can get a bunch of weapon variants through supply drops. What I've seen from these weapon variants is they're not the best. A lot of them bring down the rate of fire is what they're calling it, but it's like how many volleys you can shoot before the gun has to recharge its battery. And I would never take that down because it's already low enough. I mean, 16 shots before the gun is out is an insanely small amount. I mean, even the AK-12 RIP, which takes away 8 bullets, well, drops your magazine size down by 2. It's still 22 bullets, and you can still sometimes manage to get 2 kills out of that. I personally, if you guys wanted to use the AE4, you can go ahead and use it, but I wouldn't go ahead. If you're going to use it, I would say try and stick to hardcore. Hardcore players will really like this gun, but if you're playing in core games, such as just like regular team deathmatch, free-for-all, domination, something like that, I wouldn't really recommend this gun. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it. If you're playing hardcore, that's all for this one, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe.
RTB for debrief.